I want to share a recent success story with you. I recently received an unexpected bill from an online service I've been using. I won't go into all the details, but essentially I intended to use just one part of the service, not realizing there were extra setup fees. Those costs added up and became a pretty significant amount. I'm going to walk you through my thoughts and feelings during this experience and show you how this success story proves that it's okay to have negative thoughts and feelings, as long as you remember who you truly are, the ultimate I am who calls all the shots in your life. I found out about the extra charge a couple of days ago and immediately panicked. Keep in mind, this cost was random and unexpected, but at that moment, my mindset was that it was all my fault because I was the one who clicked and set everything up. The amount wasn't huge enough to disrupt my life, but it was enough to be very annoying. I felt guilty at first, but then I calmed myself down. Okay, this isn't the end of the world, I told myself. I can handle this. What can I do about it now? At this point, I wasn't trying to manifest it away or anything. I was a bit unconscious of who I am at that moment. I took steps to cancel the services I thought were causing the bill and moved on. Later that day, I thought, why not try to get a refund? I wasn't very confident I'd get one, since I still thought it was mostly my fault, but I figured it was worth a shot to at least ask for a partial refund. I wasn't feeling confident at all, so I filed a ticket instead of going for live chat. Then, a few days later, things got worse. I discovered that the bills were still accumulating, and my panic grew even more. This time, I went to live chat to ask why the charges were still piling up. During the dispute, I was asked a few questions that felt pretty triggering. The way they were framed made me feel like I was the one to blame, like I didn't deserve a refund. But as soon as I saw those questions, something inside me snapped. I told myself, no, I'm not going to blame myself for this anymore. I reminded myself that no one in this world is blaming me other than myself, and no one else gets to decide whether I get the refund. Only I do. In that moment, I shifted from feeling blamed and powerless to feeling strong, righteous, and more neutral, knowing that this was going to turn out the way I wanted. I wasn't fully confident yet, but I allowed my doubts to exist without letting them control me. I reminded myself, I'm the one making decisions here. I'm the one calling all the shots. I was tired of feeling powerless in this situation. I firmly told myself, this situation doesn't have power over me anymore. I'm done playing weak. The triggering thoughts and feelings of guilt were still lingering, but I knew they didn't define me. They were just passing thoughts, so I treated them as old news. I focused on staying in that powerful, self-assured state of knowing that I was the one in charge. Without going into more detail, I received a couple more messages, and the tone of their language softened. Eventually, they told me that my refund had been granted, acknowledging that the whole situation had been an accident. Now, here's what I want you to take away from this. I didn't try to control my thoughts or force myself to feel a certain way. I didn't try to make the situation right or demand the refund in a specific way. I simply remembered who I am and claimed my power. The reflection I got from the external world shifted too, from a tone that blamed me for being careless to one that treated this as an accidental situation that deserved to be refunded. I didn't try to convince myself that I'd get the refund or force myself to be okay if I didn't get it. I didn't speculate on the outcome. I simply stayed in a state of belief that things were going in my favor, even though I couldn't see it or feel it at the time. That's all I wanted to share from my recent success story. This really shows that how you identify yourself in relation to any situation is what truly matters. You can allow yourself to feel whatever emotions and thoughts come up and even become unconscious of who you are for a bit. These are just temporary inner states that don't have the power to create lasting negativity unless you let them. After they fade, just remind yourself, I see what just happened there, and that only serves to remind me of who I am. I'm the only one calling the shots here, and things are going my way no matter what. Thank you for sticking around till the end. I started this channel to share these random realizations and epiphanies as they come to me, and I thought this personal journey would be helpful to share. If you enjoyed this content, feel free to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time when another random insight pops up.